You are watching the Grate Recap. The story begins with a young child sitting at home, experimenting with his doll. When he hears noises outside, he follows them. We then see some people being taken to a safe place. The camera then pans from the screen, revealing a Dr. Fair, who is in a state of panic. Meanwhile, a chaotic situation unfolds in the city, where we are shown that the police have surrounded the entire city. The military and police are searching every house together. However, they receive information from the head of the house, and the entire military and police force rushes to his house. One by one, all the soldiers enter his house and completely ransack it. During the search, some officers enter his room. As soon as the door opens, everyone is shocked to discover a robot inside. A time bomb was planted on his body. But before the soldiers can react, the bomb explodes, and the Titanic man leaves. The scene is shot, and we see Dr. Ferrari, who was with a boy named Yaya, interrogating Yaya. It's then that we learn that Yaya is no ordinary person, but a brilliant scientist. The clouds disappear, and in broad daylight we see Yaya riding a bicycle. That is, we are now back in Yaya's life, where we see Yaya with a beautiful girl, Asma, his classmate. They are discussing something. Their voices reach the professor's ears, and the professor, who is none other than Dr. Perry, asks Yaya to solve a question, which Yaya solves in the blink of an eye. This leaves the professor's aching soul in agony. It seems he's gone mad, and he insults Yaya's father, sending him out of class. After this, he becomes sad and goes home and tells his father the story. His father says, "You are very different from this world. You will see that one day everyone will salute you." After this, Yaya's mood improves a bit and he shows his father a small robot he built. He explains that it can even penetrate small bombs and gun bullets. Besides, many advanced technologies were present inside this robot. While the two are talking, a local thug named Nasir arrives. He can now be considered Galmal's brother. He demands money from Yaya's father, but he not only threatens to call the police, but also chases him away. After some intimidation, Nasir enters the house, but a very beautiful girl named Mariam enters. Yaya doesn't meet Mariam. Because of this, Mariam also leaves. Fear creeps in. One night, when Yaya and her father are going to their rooms for Sony, Yaya arrives with his banana chapatis and attacks Yaya's father. Seeing this, Jai is terrified and hides in a corner. Nasir then leaves, leaving Yaya's father with a marker in the house. He is extremely frightened, but as soon as Nasir leaves, he calls the police and has Nasir arrested. However, due to Nasir's pressure, Yaya becomes afraid. He fears he too will be killed, so he withdraws the police complaint. Nasir then gives Yaya all the money, but Yaya becomes angry at himself and at the money. It was given to him by Nasir, his father's murderer. He starts investing the money, but before he can even see the spark, his mind goes wild and he decides to avenge his father's death. In reality, his eyes are set on his robot. But then it occurs to him that why not build a robot that is bigger in size and kills Nasir. This will bring him back and avenge his father's death. Nasir had already paid the money, meaning Nasir's money was going to be insufficient for his death. After a lot of hard work, they finally built a large and magnificent robot with the help of Yaya's money. It was so powerful that even guns or bombs could not harm it. This robot was named Musa. Now we see Yaya chasing Nasir and reaching his hideout where he was with his companions who had helped Nasir kill Yaya's father. After this, Yaya commands Musa to kill all three of them with a heavy blow. However, an auto driver captures this entire sentence on his camera. Musa's gaze also falls on him. He doesn't say anything to him because he was innocent. However, the auto driver makes the video viral on social media, after which it becomes a viral sensation everywhere. People believe that Musa is the murderer. The police and army are also searching for Musa, and Haider is terrified by this. He knows that if he hands Musa over to the police, they will use him in the war. He didn't want that at all. So he hides him in the basement of his house and lives like a normal person. But one night, Asma commits suicide at Yaya's house. In fact, Asma finds her notebook, which had a picture of Moses drawn on the back. Yaya realizes that Yaya didn't create Musa, so she starts asking about his identity, but Yaya doesn't tell her anything. Upon Parasama's insistence, he shows Musa to Asma. After this, the spirit takes Yaya to her house and asks her to settle her taxes. Here, Aya gets the idea to add more features to Musa. She removes Asma's car engine and installs it inside Musa. After this, the two of them hide Musa in a car. But one day, someone hacks Yaya's computer and demands Musa's technology from Yaya. If she doesn't, he threatens to report Musa's details to the police. Aya gets scared and asks the hacker for some time. Now, in the story, a tweet tells the group leader that some children were going to be sold to another country, i.e. human trafficking. Here, Asma explains to Yaya that just as you were worried about your father, their families would be worried too. You should help them. Asma understands what's going on and takes Musa to the location. He starts to attack other terrorists with his mouth, but one of them has an RG which is enough to seriously injure Musa, but he still manages to escape. All of this is traced back to the children, but Moses's image is captured on CCTV cameras, which helps the police and army find him. Meanwhile, we see Yaya now using Moses to clean up the wrongdoers, and gradually Moses becomes a superhero in the eyes of the people, a hero who helps them and defeats evil. Meanwhile, we see Miriam, who was told the truth about Moses by Asman, angrily approach Yaya and tell her to inform the police about Moses' death. Yaya refuses to listen to Miriam, so Miriam angrily leaves. We are then shown that the doctor, who was very ill, had come here to treat his child, but then he receives a call from a man named Zakaria, and immediately goes to meet Yaya. Zakaria was the same officer in the Al-Qaeda who was entrusted with the responsibility of catching Moses, and now he is the fourth. Two Faris have joined his team. The doctor agrees, and then the Al-War begins. After the doctor conducts research, he believes Yaya must have built it. So, the next morning, he arrives at Yaya's house in his shiny car with some officers. They thoroughly search Yaya's house, but nothing is found, so the doctor returns. As soon as the doctor returns, Zachariah says, "You're crazy. You have no sense." To this, the doctor replies, "No, I didn't come. I installed a camera in the house because I know that no one, not only in this entire city, but in this world, could have built such a robot except Yaya. And this will be proven very soon." But even after several days of research, Faris finds nothing wrong with Musa's elder brother, nor does Yaya do anything that could arouse suspicion. Seeing all this, Dr. Faris builds a new plane. He goes and tells Yaya that if Yaya is using Musa to kill evil people, then we will do something drastic. He says that we will hijack a train and publish this news in the media. As soon as Yaya hears this news, she will definitely reach there with Musa, and during this time we will capture him. Zachariah is impressed by his plan. The next day, Fair hijacks the train. As soon as this news reaches the media, Yaya sets out with Musa to save the people. Meanwhile, the doctor sees that Yaya is driving him out of the house, so he kidnaps Miriam and even speeds up the train. But Musa somehow manages to get her on the train and, despite our efforts, starts to attack them. However, Musa breaks one of his hands due to the blood attack. However, he still refuses to give up and takes everyone away. The child is taken back to Yaya. Here we see that Musa is completely damaged. All his energy has been spent and he can no longer do anything. So Yaya sets out to bring him home. But on the way, he sees the police waiting to catch him. But even here, Yaya uses his brain and escapes from the police. Both Yaya and Asma hide in a safe place. Here, one of the two fairies comes to Yaya and says, "If you want Miriam, give us Moses." Here, we learn that Yaya was infatuated with Miriam, so he sets out to save her. But then a message from a hacker appears on his computer, saying, "Fix a bomb in Moses and leave him in an empty building, and he will find Miriam." Yaya does just that. Just then, the camera shifts and we see Zachariah, who is distraught because Miriam was his daughter, so he prepares to save Dr. Angel. After this, we see that Dr. Fair went to him, but he then beat him up and took him captive instead of Miriam. Now, just as Yaya finds the doctor in the middle of Moses' technology, Zachariah's forces arrive, and the doctor begins to flee. Meanwhile, Yayabi reaches a safe place, where he receives a call from Miriam, telling him to get out of there because Yaya is there. But before Yaya can escape, there is a huge explosion. After this, the opening scene of the movie is shown, and for the first time, the hacker's face is also seen. He goes to the building, picks up Moses' motherboard and Yaya, who is buried under the rubble, and leaves.